Strongly bullish SMR is expected to keep printing higher prices, or at least sustain its upward trend. Yeah, it's expected to sustain its upward trend. An accumulative contraction is expected to play out from today, the 17th of July, going all the way towards Tuesday, the 19th of August. And let's see, what do we have in terms of projections for the stock? We have 40.12. It's a downward projection. It's a downward projection, but it may have had previous upper projections. Let's see, what we need to do is go back. Even though they're not in play at the moment, they may still be relevant. Okay, let's see, what we have here. Okay, I can't seem to find anything. We could also apply the market grid, or before we do that, okay, we could apply the market grid and see what it's going to indicate. There we'll be able to find upper projections as well. It just gives you a trading range, but at the same time also tells you upper projections. The problem with that, no, there's no problem with that. It's still registered. I was going to say they're not fixed. They are always fixed. They remain printed. It's just that with time they change and they keep on adjusting and all that. So it seems we don't have. I think it seems it's trading right on its the max of it, just right at the end of that grid. Okay, I can see the grid is at 47.01 and the stock is at 46.21. So what is actually indicating is that there's a good chance that it may actually cool off, which is what is actually extrapolated here. Even though I was saying that it's going to contract with a sideways bias. There's also, in the very short term, going all the way towards Monday the 21st, it's actually expected to decline somewhat. I think in part because it's testing the extremes of its market greed, So it has a couple of interpretations or implications, if you like. The fact that it's close to the top of that grid, or it's testing the maximum, the extremes of this grid. The fact that it's doing so indicates that there's still strength. It could still breach the grid and even go on and print high prices. At the same time, it also indicates that it has shown a lot of strength. There's a good chance it's going to come back. So yeah, it depends on how you want to look at it. The algos are already indicating that it will. They're saying that it will come back. Obviously, there's no guarantee that that will be the case. So we didn't find any upper projection there using the market grid. Nothing really significant. So we'll just come back to the weekly chart and see whether there are projections here on the weekly chart. Upper projections, do we have any? Let's see what we have. We don't have any. We have a downward projection of 31.21 currently in play. Let's see. Okay, yeah, we had previous projections as far back as middle of February. These were the projections, at least upper projections. We have 52.35 and 58.35. So we'll make a note of those projections. SMR, we may have had other projections before now, but we'll just make do with what we have here. So I'm just going to include the downward projection 42.64, 52.35, and then 58.35. Yeah, those are the projections. And then we'll just go back to the daily chart and see what has been. Go back to the daily chart and add the price pressure momentum to. So Okay, so the extrapolation is indicating that momentum will momentum will wane. It will ease off from today's trading session. This is just the extrapolation. No guarantee that that will be the case. So, but also remain. It will still remain strong enough. Yeah, to maintain the uptrend. Yeah, but yeah, at least up till Thursday, the 24th of July. The 10, the momentum of the 10-day moving average is expected to remain strong. So it's also indicating that there's a good chance that the stock will remain above its 10-day moving average. So the price pressure momentum here, you can see this value. The stock is in a trend, it has a strong trend mode. Trend mode is from 0.25 and this is 2.6726. So the probability that it will remain above its 10-day, the probability that the stock price itself will remain above the value of its 10-day moving average is quite high. Also for its 21 period moving average is also quite high. It's not. It's also the 21-day moving average. The price pressure momentum is also in a trend mode, but not obviously not as strong as that of the 10-day moving average. But we have a negative value here, negative first derivative here. It's just implying that yeah, that it's just validating the prospects of some weakness coming in, which is what is expected going into Monday, the 21st of July, and even yeah, Monday, the 21st. Yeah, so but we could also have a look at the 4-hour chart. Let's see what we have, what it's going to tell us. Let's see what we have on the 4-hour chart. Here we have, yeah, the same weakness. It's expected to remain in place. As a matter of fact, weakness is expected to remain in place all the way towards Monday, the 28th of July. It doesn't negate what is extrapolated there on the daily chart. It doesn't really do that. It doesn't really negate it as such. So in terms of projections, we have a down projection here of 39.04, nothing to the upside. We could also slide sideways and see what we have. Slight upper projection here, 46.18. Yeah. So just see what you make of SMR. SMR is, let's see now, we have a couple of sentiments here concerning the stock. Let's see here. Sector momentum and macro tailwinds. Nuclear related stocks, including SMR, rallied after the US Senate passed a budget bill that shifts incentives from solar/wind to nuclear. Sector-wide lift tied to DOE/defense support for SMRs and nuclear microreactors alongside the broader AI energy narrative. Yeah, so the current administration seem to be favoring SMRs, and indeed also the hyperscalers, AI hyperscalers, and yeah, they seem to be favoring reactors, because of the fact that they are a lot more independent. They are not utilities, so they're, and also environmental issues are, they tend to tick that box very well, bet a lot better. Safety, yeah, it's not really a concern. So the fact that they are independent, SMRs, they are independent of the public utilities. Then they have less criticism. They will have less interference, less criticism. So it bodes well for hyperscale AI hyperscalers. So the tailwinds is on their side. So just have a look at these stocks, have a look at the SMR, and I'll continue to update you. Thank you very much for watching this video.